Beloved Creator of all that is, we recognize oneness. Oneness is expressed, and when it is expressed, it loses its expression. Defined, it loses its definition. In its emptiness, it is the cradle of all existence. In its fullness, it is creator of all things. Never empty, it surrenders into the mystery. Ever full, it creates into the unknown. Of one source, they differ in name, yet both arise from the one. Oneness beyond one. Herein lies the key to all mysteries. And so it is.
Hello. I just stopped in to find out what condition my condition was in. And what I found is for what it's worth. Now, some of you may comprehend those two titles. Some of you won't. And this brings me to feel, felt, found, which is a decision assister, something that can help one person assist another in making a decision by adding personal information to the mix, such as I had cognitive dissonance until I was 75. And this is how it felt, and this is what I feel about it, and this is what I found to be a remedy. Feel, felt, found. I feel the same as you. I felt differently, and what I found was a solution, a remedy to the condition of the condition I'm in, and for what it's worth. I found Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. It grows and shrinks as the seasons appears. Like the season to remove Kate Brown, it passed, and those supporters became inactive, and then Trump, and then COVID, and now Tina Kotek. Tina's already a convicted felon. It is not seasonal. It's just the activity of people at what they're concerned with and what they'll come forward and do. There's a large number of people that will vote against those persons in office that are not qualified, especially in those areas of moral rectitude. They will vote against those that oppress them and do not follow the rules themselves. That's a no-no. Those that oppress them, that are not being honest and trustworthy, and with the respect for the laws they enforce, will be turned out. You can't stand against all of us. Remember what I read yesterday or the day before? You must do it yourself. Nobody can do it for you, and you cannot do it alone. Only you can fulfill the office of sheriff, and you have to do it properly. 62.5% of the population of the people are actually persons, and they will not speak the truth to the de facto. They will argue, they will deny, they will defy, they'll march, they'll meet, They'll do all sorts of things, but they will not speak the truth to the de facto. They don't know the truth. And you folks want to keep them that way. 1947, MK Ultra. I was 9 years old when they rolled that one out. It had me till I was 75. I'm still God bless America, only I understand the United States of America. I wrote here, I know and explain. So I'll do my best to do that. Remember this. And remember this. Now we have these to remember. This is the document from our court. I'll ask William to publish it. Oh, I'm terrible at this. This is a proposed oath for the county sheriffs. For the peace, safety, and happiness of the souls of the men and women with their progeny on Oregon. I, name of the sheriff, like Sam Elliott, Yamhill County. Elected a chief executive and conservator of the peace of the people on our county, do solemnly swear or affirm my duty as sheriff for Yamhill County, as an example, on Oregon, to support, defend, and enforce original jurisdiction of the constitutions, both circa 1859. Now, why do we say it that way? Well, if you're a clerk working for the government, you support the Constitution. If you're packing a gun, you defend the Constitution. And not only defend, you enforce. That's the difference. I pledge to apply Oregon's lawful statutes and ordinances with compassion, and in all of my conduct, to do so with honesty and dedication to the laws of nature and nature's God. Now, if you want to alter that, that's fine. Don't alter the meaning. In our country, you must have a belief in God or you cannot participate. That's what's required. You have to understand. And you don't. If you're a Satanist or you don't have God or you're an atheist, you don't fit. You have privileges. You don't have rights. Rights are granted by God, and they're guaranteed by our Constitution. Now, Constitution. Here. Now, this is the Constitution of the United States. Now, there's an argument going on that says the Constitution for the United States or the Constitution of the United States, and the Constitution is neither one. In the English language that we use, when you own something or something is owned, that which is the owner or the creator does so with an apostrophe S. So we named ourselves in 1777. the United States of America. There's no other way to write it down. It's properly styled. Anything else is bogus. The United States of America in Congress assembled, formed, made, created their Constitution. Apostrophe S. That Constitution is made to change and grow and be amended. And the previous one becomes an artifact because it's no longer current and valid. We added a state or we changed with an amendment. That's all. SCOTUS does not get to change the Constitution. They get to make a decision that is valid on the United States of Washington, District of Columbia, Inc., forts, ports, and needful buildings. That's the United States, no more. There are 33 states and 17 territories. So continuing on with an explanation, this says Declaration of Independence. We do not have one of those. We have a unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America with the small u, not a capital U, and not a capital T on the. That word, that phrase was used one time, 1776. 1777, the following year, two years after they made the Marine Corps, they named themselves, styled it. If it's written any other way, it's not us. Then we have this document here. This is from the National Liberty Alliance. I joined the National Liberty Alliance. They had something really worthwhile going on. Common law grand jury will restore our Constitution and liberty while restoring justice. Well, I'm not so big on justice. I'm big on remedy. I want to fix it. Justice for all, yeah. Remedy for each and every one of us. Now that's important. Fix it. Don't talk about it. So the National Liberty Alliance was doing that, and I was in it. And then they changed, and they said, what we're really going to do is teach everybody how to do it. And I started in on them, no, and they kicked me out, and Laura got me back 3 times. On the 3rd time, I said, leave me out, I don't care. I eventually joined them again. I wish John would do the right thing. But he won't. Neither will Anna, neither will the rest of them. So, NLA. Then there's us. We made this during COVID, the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. We are the only civilian court of record on Oregon, working to restore the constitutional Republican form of government. 7 years without rebuttal. Then there's this, newsprint. The Oregon Jural Journal. We're doing the work, and we must do it for ourselves. Nobody's going to do it for us, and we cannot do it alone. If the sheriff will not do what is required by ORS 206, DPSST, and the county's HR and recorder, then they do not deserve to occupy the office. and will tell everybody running against them exactly what's wrong. They will not take a proper oath to the proper constitution with the laws of nature and nature's God included. You will not be reelected. You will either do your job, take a proper oath, return to a jure form of government, or we will do our very best to see that somebody is elected that will do the proper job. I yield.
Where are our sheriffs? Our Article 3, Amendment 7 Civilian Common Law Court of Records has made numerous visits and relentless communications to our county sheriffs on Oregon. Why? Because our sheriffs are our first protection against governance overreach. It is our county sheriffs that should be here to assist seniors to prevent their eviction from their home and all they possess. It should be our county sheriffs who protect and defend the people from a corrupt court system rather than ticketing them or supporting the illegitimate amended Article 7 courts. Our sheriffs seem to be avoiding any engagement with us, the people reaching out for a conversation about their refusal to see us. Contact requests are met with cricket sounds. Where are our sheriffs? It is significant that they take a proper oath to the Constitution circa 1859 with its original jurisdiction, that is, to the people rather than to a corporation, to our Creator, that is, with God included. Such a dejuration and oath is needed for there to be remedy in our system of governance. Let's get this ball rolling. It just takes one of you to make a difference to get it started, to assist in awakening your colleagues in sheriffdom. Let it be so.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying. Then he jumps out of the car, and he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, just shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I fought. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, shot him 3 more times.